Hey guys, this is Roger's Redwood with Roger here. Been having a lot of guys ask me about sharpening bandsaw blades, so I thought I would make a short video show you guys how I do it. I'm not saying this will work for everybody. There is a lot of YouTube videos out there, different ones. This one will really work for 2 to 3 TPI, maybe a little more. It'll have to be bigger teeth because the tools that we're going to use a cut-off grinding tool, a straight one. This one works the best for me. They do have ones with a handle, but I prefer to use this one with the smaller 40 grit metal cut-off grinder. And the other tool we'll be using is this rotary tool with a 32-second bit in it that we use. These are chainsaw ones. Let's see, I have one here. 732 seconds, medium size chainsaw. I use these on most of my chainsaw, on my 36-inch blades on my chainsaws, the 063 chains. And they work perfectly for the big bandsaw blades. Now my bandsaw blade is 133-inch 2 TPI. This will work on any of the inch ways. This is a 1-inch thick blade. This will work on up to a 1/2 inch. You know, it all depends on your tooth size. If you have real tiny, small, fine cutting ones, you probably have to go with like a rotary tool in the small ones like they show on YouTube. But this is my method, guys. This is what works for me. And this is what I cut all you guys' wood with most of the time. We sharpen these about 4 or 5 times, and then I'll go to a new one. Alright, let's get a close-up, show you guys what we do here. Move this over here. Got my buddy Coco in here with me today, as always. So again, this is a, gotta dig that in so it don't fall over. You guys are seeing all the mess in the wood shop. This is our resale shop, so it's awful dusty and full of wood. Alright, so I already had started. And I'm going to do another line to show you guys how we do this with this blade. Now, I like to do it freehand. You can build yourself a jig at a 45-degree angle and put this tool on there if that would work for you. I prefer to do it this way. I'll show you why. I put it up against each tooth and do the tooth separately. As you can tell with these, they're fairly sharp. So we start out, and I tighten these rollers up tight. So this thing's rolling, but it's tight. So it kind of stays in place for me. Alright, so let's get started here. And I don't go in the middle. I run off to the side a little bit. So I'm using but less than a quarter of the blade itself. So you're running the side of the blade. So my puppy dog's over there running around. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so you see that's it, and then I'll continue, and then I will come back, we'll pause the video and we'll come back, fast forward it a bit. So after you've done that to your whole blade, which it'll all look like this, and you can see how shiny and nice it is after it's done, putting the grinder bit up against the tooth where you can feel the angle, and then turning it, keeping it off the side and turning it. That way you get all the angles pretty well the same. They don't have to be perfect. Then I will come in with a rotary tool, again, a 7/32 bit on there. Same one used on the chainsaw. And we will clean out and round out the gullets good. So let's do that and show you what happens here. All right, and then you can see, because once you've did this, once you sharpen this about 3 or 4 times with this, you can end up squaring it up. So that's why every 2 or 3 times I'll do it. And if you've seen, I just cleaned it out and rounded it out a little bit. Don't take much, soft back and forth motion, not a lot of pressure. You don't want to grind it way in or anything. So I sharpened them all, and then I use the rotary tool, and then we can look at the blade and see. Maybe if I come over this way. Sorry guys, not a very good. Sorry about that, guys. Again, I'm not an expert at this. I'm far from it. So you can see how nice and clean and round and sharp that blade is, ready to cut. And I will come back in a minute and show you guys. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward it by doing it all, and then I will be back. So we're going to pause it, come back in just a minute. See you in a second, guys. Alright guys, we are back. I've just got through doing them all, and hope I don't look like a dum-dum here. I got I'm being a dum-dum with a camera, ain't I? Sorry guys. So I sharpened every one, the tops with this tool here, like we had said before, and I do it by hand. You could make a jig if you chose to, but I like to use this tool right here. This is my favorite tool for sharpening this Pacific blade. It is a 1" by 2 TPI. And then I went ahead and I cleaned out most of the gutters with the rotary tool and the 7/32 bit I put in it. Again, you could use a carbide bit if you choose. Just be careful not to grind in too deep. So now we're going to do a little test. I'm going to come over here, grab a piece of wood. We got a chunk of cherry here. You can tell before the cut was it's got kind of a bulge to it. We just want to do a freehand cut right now and see if it's going to cut nicely. So I'm going to take and cut this right in the middle, because you can make a couple nice blanks out of it. So I hadn't released the guides here, the rollers. So they're fine for now. We're just gonna make sure that's tight enough, but not too tight. All right. So we're gonna give this a try and see how it was. It was so dull it wouldn't cut nothing before. So yeah, look at that. Beautiful. This is a real hard blade, so it's always good to try it on something extremely hard, cut on its own. And that's how I do it, guys, and it seems to work good for me for a while. You get real nice clean cuts, and then at some point, oops, it's kind of can't really see. Maybe it's because there's dust all over it. I don't know. It seems to be a bit blurry there, huh, guys? All right, there we go. Not so blurry. So there you go, guys. A nice clean cut on it now. And yeah, this one was so dull it wouldn't cut. So this is just my way, guys. Again, there is a lot of ways for the smaller blades, the 3 and 4 TPI. This specifically works for me and for heavier, dutier blades, resaw blades. This is a 133 1-inch 2 TPI. So we're going to go ahead while we're running here and try to cut this way. I hate the straightest cut in the world without using that thing, but wow, look at that burl, guys. Look at that cherry burl. Beautiful. So that is how I sharpen my blades, guys. May not work for everybody, but for communication. Straighten this up a bit here. So there you got it, guys. Works pretty good for me. You know, you can do this. I do it about 3 or 4, 5 times most. I've had to do it a lot more lately because it's been extremely hard to get blades. So, I hope this, I don't know, helps you out a little bit, guys. If you're using bigger blades or you would like to be able to sharpen your blade on your saw, this is how it works for me, and it's much faster for me. And we have a lot of wood to cut all the time. So, I mean, look at our grounds, guys. Look behind the saw. on the saw, on the shelves, wood everywhere. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If not, it was something to do during the coronavirus boring days. So be safe out there, guys, and I hope to see you all soon. Be safe, guys. See ya.